Hey y'all, it's Tamiddy. I feel like vomiting and I feel incredibly ill. I'm using the same candle I used throughout the duration of when I saw my. I've been calling him Tony, his real name is Mitchell. And I've just been ill about everything. That's why I'm posting so much today, because it's just so much to process, and I don't know what other way to do so. I am so grateful, by the way. Shout out to every single person who's been of good influence on me and trying to reach out to me and make me feel better. I value that because over the course of my entire lifetime, for like a decade, I haven't had that at all. And so I guess I am glad that I started this YouTube journey because it's like if I'm on Instagram and crying, no one gives a shit. And if I'm trying to talk to a friend, they don't respond or they don't care or they're wrapped up in their own shit. I appreciate that I at least have a platform where I can talk freely and not be judged. So I guess while I'm here, do I want to start from the beginning or how do I want to go about this? So in my other video, I mentioned how, like, from the very tip top, my ex-boyfriend Liam on December 19th told me he wasn't getting me a gift, so I said, fuck it. I'm gonna break my celibacy and, reclaim my body as mine and no one else's, which makes all the rest of this so fucking ironic in the worst way possible. I met up with Mitchell, and, like, we already spent, but from we started talking like the morning of the 20th, and things escalated for like several days until like we met on Christmas Eve. Like he was so excited for our date that he woke up at like 5 a.m. And rushed his ass over to the bus station and the train station so that then he could meet me. And like it went from just it was supposed to be like a quick little cook for me and fuck me in your apartment, then we never see each other again on like December 25th. But over the days we had been talking in advance, it turned into like, hey, what if we met for this for Christmas Eve and did a bunch of activities and had sex, and then we met, like, hung out more on Christmas, and then we took it from there. And that was cool. But like, and it was wonderful. So much of it was wonderful outside of the assault. I hate to say it. I am at a disgusting place right now where it's like I have such an adoration or attraction to a man who I also simultaneously am disgusted by. And I wish he never put me in that position. I don't know, like everything else about the day was going so great. And he could have just waited a bit and I would have had sex soberly and consensually and passionately. And no, he just was eager. And I'm just so beat up over it. Fuck, 1 second. This is what fucks me up is when I've talked about this before in videos. I hate when I meet people where it could just be so simple but they overcomplicate it. Like I said, I've met dudes where it's like I could be looking for a simple hookup, they'd be looking for a simple hookup, but then along the way they'd be like, you know what, she's got such a great personality and she's gorgeous and she's cool. You know what, I think I could picture dating her, but then next thing you know, like they'll be like, I want to date her. I want her. I want her so bad more than anything else, and then like once like they get close or once I start actually reciprocating, then it's like their ego or whatever the fuck they really wanted just goes psych, never mind, and scene. And then they start trying to make you feel crazy despite the whole time. Like they'll pull the "oh wow, I can't believe you thought I liked you" just because I explicitly told you I liked you and that you are the sun and the moon to me and everything. What the fuck? I'm so disgusted with everything right now. And it feels fucked up because I'm gonna be honest. I prayed to the universe. I prayed to any higher powers out there. I prayed to this one specific goddess. I was like, send me a man who is perfect in every single way I desire and is what I need right now, and can just make me so undeniably, unbelievably happy. And it seems like a cruel fucking joke that it's like, oh look, Tamia, here's a guy. Like, look, 1 second. When we were in Japantown, we kind of joked like, oh, what if we got a ring and then like used it to get free drinks at bars by doing fake proposals. And he got me this very beautiful ring, and I've been in that store a million fucking times, and that lady, I swear to God, she has been a bitch every single time. But when she walked in and saw him and they started talking, she, like, I've never seen her clap or smile or anything, but she did that for him. And like the ring couldn't fit, so he asked if she had any scissors. This bitch pulls out a jaws of life and like, let's just say I got a ring to fit me, and she kept complimenting him. She was like, so smart, so good, and clapping her ass off, and was so ecstatically happy. I remember last year for Christmas, I it was so depressing. My ex Morgan took me to this amazing Italian restaurant like multiple times as we dated, and I remember me going there by myself, like, now technically 2 years ago on Christmas Eve. She was so depressed for me. This one specific Italian waiter, she saw me and she just kind of like, ooh, this girl's here alone wearing all black on Christmas Eve, and she looks tired and sad and decrepit. and we barely have any seats for her, and she has no reservation. We know what this means. She's single. But let's just say Mitchell took me out to the amazing Italian spot, and like he had such a like he hadn't been to a candlelit dinner before. And what's fuck, is that he later in our hangout he cried because I guess I was he, allegedly he had never been to a candlelit dinner before ever, and he was actually crying in front of me because I guess of how moved he was that he got to like we were so happy the like every like when we walked in the waitress she was smiling like ear to ear just showing all teeth and it was ecstatic and all the staff were just happy because they knew and you want to guess why me and Morgan broke up? I want you to guess. Similar reasons. Sorry. It's so hard not to want to kill myself right now. Did somebody curse me? Or is this just how men are? I don't know. Sometimes I have you ever read the story Tomie by Junji Ito, and you notice how like in all of her stories like she's such a beautiful woman and all that, and like she's just kind of cursed where like every man who loves her eventually tries to like kill her or harm her or maim her in some way. I feel like that. And it's like no wonder I've gotten more spiteful and misandristic, and if that's not a word, let's pretend it is. Fuck you, I'm crying. But like, am, d- is this just my fate? Did I piss off a god in some other lifetime, and then they're just like, okay, you're cursed to find love repeatedly, and like, it's gonna be obnoxious heartbreaks each time that never make any sense. And if it's not that, then there's going to be some sort of fucked up sexual assault element. I hate it so much. I hate it. I also kind of told someone online today, I was like, I feel kind of like Eileen Ronos. And hell, some men that have also, like, hell, that ex I had this passing summer, we don't talk about him. We don't even say his name. He's so bad. 1 second. He knew damn well what he was doing, but something he eventually tried on me was like, he tried the same tactic that. I hate that when you get used to men like this, you notice the tactics they use. It's easier to spot, but still not, like, it comes later once the facade drops. And then he pulled the line of like, oh, well, you said Morgan was a rapist, huh? You said this other guy in your past was a rapist, and now you're saying I'm a rapist. I'm just saying maybe there's a trend here, something in your mind, and I hate when men pull that card. It's like I'm not Eileen fucking Warnos, and even then it is very. It's like yeah, nigga, what can I say? You heard what Morgan did, and then you replicated it, and somehow even worse. I don't know what she like. Anyway, he's so that specific ex with everything he did to me, he's so lucky that I didn't pull an Eileen Ronos. I could have. I could have so bad. I know the fucking code to his door and everything. I'm just saying. He's so fucking lucky that instead I went, I'm gonna just peacefully move on. And then I peacefully moved on, and that's what happened. I remember he was just he was so irate and stalking me online. He even left weird comments on my YouTube one time during one of our breakups. Like, I still have screenshots of his hate comments that he left. What a weirdo. But on the bright side, at least I'm over him. My brain is forgetting that I ever dated him. And there's still a decent enough, like, if someone looked up his name, it would still be decently easy to find him. But I'm just tired. Like, because I, of all people, I believe that men deserve rights and care and thoughtfulness and empathy. But despite despite patriarchy and all that shit and conditioning, they don't have that same ability to give it back to women, and it scares me. Like it's quite rare to find it. Even the dudes, like I don't know, and then even the ones who think they're good or whatever, they can smell everyone else's shit but their own. And I guess I'm hurt because it's like, I don't know, like Mitchell looked at me with such fucking love. Like he treated me like it was a fucking Hallmark movie. Like every single fucking photo of us, like like, is so goddamn cute, and I'm happy. Like, hell, he even took this photo of me. Like, it's like the next morning, because and just after the Italian dinner date and stuff, when I was still drunk, like, and repressing things and stuff. And he made me feel so loved and cared about that I hadn't in ages. And I thought he was so sweet. Like, this is just an obnoxiously nice photo. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, why is this photo such amazing picturesque quality? One would think that between that and the way he was acting with the fucking ring, like, anytime I was not wearing that ring, he would be kind of like, hey, put your ring back on. Why are you without it? Like, he was really dead. Like, he would record videos of us and be like, look, see the way I'm holding like, your hand interlocked in mine so naturally. Ooh, that's so cute. Look at that, look at that. Like, he was so, like, nigga. And as I was saying before, I have a past, even with consensual dudes, where they claim they're looking for a hookup, but really they just want someone to care about them. But do they want to care about that person back? No. So then they'll say they want a relationship, but in reality they don't. Or it'll be dudes who say they want a relationship, but really they're just trying to see how quickly they can get you out of their panties by trying to use love as a facade. I'm tired of the facade. This was the one time I was like, I'm gonna treat myself this Christmas because I need a positive sexual experience that is in my control. And that makes it so much worse. Fuck that this happened. Because all I wanted was to fuck some pretty tall white dude. And then not give a fuck about him after. And then he spent the time acting like some lovey-dovey fucking individual, excluding the rape, and then just... I want to punch shit. And I was so fucking happy. I was, like, you can see how happy I was. This is a candid. He took candids of me and stuff. I can't even look at some photos of him the same anymore, because it's like Kubrick stare looking ass white boy. Fuck you, bony nose bitch. I hate him. I hate him. And it's a shame, because sadly, if he didn't do what he did, this would have been my favorite photo of him. I would have been like, look at his nice, like, high cheekbones. He's got a nice jawline, big ears. His pupils were always so huge around me, like, huge. Like, if you were to see the way he looked at me, his eyes became dinner plates when it was around me. Unless he just has naturally huge I don't think he does, but, like, anytime he was around me, they'd just be huge. Then again, I think he usually has glasses on. I forgot he usually has glasses and he doesn't wear contacts. Weird. I don't know. Huh. Sorry, that's unrelated, but still. I guess, but either way, he looked at me in a way that one can describe as, like, loving and focused, and it's just, like, I prayed to the gods and got exactly what I wanted, but then just, like, a little sprinkle of sexual assault in there. Just, like, enough that I didn't notice and kept spending more time with him, and it's just, shit like that makes me want to stab myself. Shit like that makes me want to kill myself. Like, and it seemed like we had so much in common, too, which scares me more. I even joked to some people. I was like, it seems like what if this dude was just like a fucked up social experiment by the FBI? They were like, we know exactly what she likes in a man, exactly what she needs, exactly what she adores, and we need her dead. So we should send someone her way who is exactly what she wants, but then we'll, like, subtly, like, do the two things she's traumatized by most. He's gonna specifically act in a way where he's obsessed with her and actually might love her and stuff, and he's gonna promise to never leave and then casually get the fuck out of her life. And then we're also going to have him do gray area sexual assault that is just bad enough that she remembers it later, but not so terrible that she can report it to the police. And, like, and we're gonna make him just, I don't know. I'm gonna stay, like, wow, and I just wanted to start off the new year feeling happy and motivated and enjoying myself. Instead, I've been drinking endless amounts of Mountain Dew and pissing neon green and crying. Well, I haven't been crying that much. Today is one of those days where it's finally sinking in. Like, oh, look. And what's sick and fucked up and twisted about this is I'm still attracted to him. But I know that even if some miracle... No, because meeting him was supposed to be a miracle, and that's been hell. Even if he came back and he was like, hi to me, I'm sorry for what I did. I feel genuinely bad. It was a mistake. I'm a fucked up individual. I'm going to seek therapy. I'll do this. I'll do that. And I'm so, so sorry. And I never want to see... I can't see it the same. I can't see him the same anymore. It was all a facade. It was all fake. And I hate it. And I'm thinking about more shit, too, that I'm not mentioning. I could mention it, I guess. I just feel so foolish and irritated because it was just supposed to be a way of reclaiming my body and to having a fun fucking orgasm. And I got delivered something that was out of my wildest dreams and my worst fucking nightmares. What a way to start off a fucking new year. I guess it worked out as best as it could because it's like, I don't know, maybe it's good that his dick was floppy and didn't fully work because he couldn't fully rape me. And that probably would have traumatized me worse. Or if we did have any consensual sex, like, knowing me, I probably would have been very attached to him, and that could have been very, very, very. I probably would be doing shit 30 times worse by now. Probably would have killed myself if I had sex with him, like fully, fully sex, honestly. And like, I don't know. Also, I don't know. Like later on, the more we hung out, I remember was like, "Here's a photo of me without my mustache," and he has like a really big mustache and beard. And I remember in his photos, he just had a huge something right here, and I was like, "What's that on your lip?" And he's like, "Oh, it's just a cold sore that I got from the cold weather." I was like, and I kind of remember cold sores are caused by herpes. I said, "That's herpes." He was like, "No, it's not." I said, "Yeah, it is. No, it's just from the cold. That's herpes. No, it's just caused from the cold, and I probably just got a little sick or whatever." Yeah, that's herpes, and he just was kind of denying it. I even looked it up several times before I made this video just to be sure. But either way, I'm just saying he's not the only guy I've kissed who has ever had cold sores in his. But like, gee, what's up with people and having cold sores and or herpes and then just going, yeah, this is a totally natural thing, bitch. That's allegedly AIDS, HSV1. You should be on meds, but I mean, I've never contracted something, so I don't know. I've never contracted something, at least from what I can tell. But then again, I think you gotta do blood tests. Well, no, I've done blood tests. I seem to be doing okay. Yeah, I forgot I did do a blood test at one time. I should probably do another blood test. It's been a while. That's a good idea. I'm gonna get blood tested soon. Yeah. But who? And also, let's just say it was going to be a very risky time. And let's just say maybe it's good his dick didn't work because between that and his beater kink and like. I'm sure you can do certain math. Let's just say it was a very. I was just like, it's gonna be. I don't know. And also, no offense, it is even hard to. I'm very good at tracking people online. That's what I'm known for. Like, I'm very good at finding out people's information. This is the one guy I have not been able to. Like, no, like, Jesus Christ, no social media presence whatsoever. Didn't get his full name, didn't get a lot of things because why? I thought it was just gonna be some useless one night stand and whatever. Just I don't know. I'm just counting the blessings that I could get. I didn't get pregnant. I didn't get an STD, and I don't have to be in a situation where I truly have to track this man down, but I can expose him on the internet and can let other women know about how dangerous he could be. So that's good. Yeah, that's good. And I'm just kind of scared, but just thank God certain bullets were dodged because who knows? Otherwise, there could be some alternate reality where I would get like herpes or pregnant or whatever the fuck, and then like I would not be able to hit him up after, even if he did promise to talk to me again. I would not be able to hit him up and be like, "Hey, I'm pregnant and have a disease." Like, I don't know, he could have been a bug catcher bitch. Let's just say I'm very glad that it's like, it's the worst case scenario and the best case scenario of like not having the information needed to track a dude down. Because even facial recognition software I've used on his pictures and shit, I can't find him. And his number is like a Google Voice number anyway. Like, Jesus, it's hard. I guess I should be glad that his dick was floppy because it's like it stopped me from doing whatever the fuck else. So it's like, hey, it's still a blessing. Sure, I'm going into the new year crying over some bitch ass nigga, but it's like, hey, why am I crying over a nigga who's a floppy dicked idiot and a gaslighter and insecure and an asshole? I thought we were over those. Bitch, go get yourself a good guy. Or focus on yourself. Or get a vibrator. Probably a lot safer than this nigga. You'll be fine. Alright, peace out. Bye.